Good day everyone. In this video, I am about to discuss these following topics. So first is the concept of hardware and software. Second is the concept of computing data and information. Third is the applications of IECT. Fourth is the connecting of keyboard, mouse, monitor and printer to CPU. And last is the checking of power supply. The concept of hardware and software. System software. System software is a type of computer program that is designed to run a computer's hardware and application programs. Examples of system software include operating systems like Mac OS, Linux, Android, and Microsoft Windows. System software output devices. First, operating system. It is the software which helps in operating both hardware and software of the computer, and it also manages all the application programs in a computer. Utility programs. It is a system application that executes a specific task, generally pertaining to optimal maintenance or operation of the system resources. Third is a compiler and interpreter. A compiler that translates a code written in a high-level programming language into a lower-level language like assembly language, object code, and machine code. An interpreter translates the code line by line when the programming is running. Application software. It is a type of computer program that performs a specific function. These functions performed by application software can be personal, business, as well as education. The category of application software. Productivity software include word processing software, spreadsheet software, database software, presentation graphics software, personal information software, and project management software. Graphics and multimedia include computer LED design software, desktop public software, web-based design software, image editing software, video-audio editing software, and multimedia authoring software. Home personal education use include integrated software, personal finance software, legal software, photo editing software, clip art, image gallery software, home design and landscaping software, educational software, and entertainment software. And the last is for communication, include email softwares, web browsers, chat client software, newsreader software, instant messenger software, groupware software, and video conference software. Programming software. Programming software is a program or set of programs which helps the software developers by assisting them in creating, debugging, and maintaining other programs and applications. Programming software tools include compilers is a computer program that translates computer code written in one programming language into another language. Debuggers is a software tools that can help the software development process by identifying coding errors at various stages of the operating system or application development. Interpreter is a program that directly executes the instructions in a high-level language. Linkers is a computer program that takes one or more object files generated by a compiler and combine it into one executable program. Text editor is a computer program that lets us user enter, change, store, and usually print text. Second topic is the concept of computing data and information. What is data? Data is generally defined as facts and figures that are unorganized and undefined. The data has no specific meaning. Data is referred to as the quantitative or qualitative variables used to generate ideas or conclusions. What is information? Information is a set of organized or interpreted data that has already been processed in a meaningful manner according to given requirements. It is processed, structured, or presented in the desired context to make it meaningful and useful so that human beings can read, understand, and use it. third part is the application of IECT. IECT stands for Information, Electronics and Communication Technology. The application of IECT are e-governance and multimedia and entertainment. E-governance is one of the most efficient and successful medium between government and people. E-governance. Electronic governance or e-governance can be defined as the usage of information and communication technology or ICT by the government to provide and facilitate government services, exchange of information, communications, transactions, and integration of various standalone systems and services. In other words, it is use of technology to perform government activities and achieve the objectives of governments. Differences between government and governance. Government is a group of people who rule or run the administration of a country. In other words, it may be said that the government is the body of representatives that governs and controls the state at a given time. Government is a medium through which the power of the state is employed. Governance is the act of governing or ruling. It is a set of rules and laws framed by the government that are to be implemented through the representatives of the states. Simply put, government is what governments do. The importance of e-government. It greatly simplifies the process of information accumulation for citizens and businesses. It empowers people to gather information regarding any department of government and get involved in the process of decision making. E-government strengthens the very fabric of democracy by ensuring greater citizens' participation at all levels of governance. E-governance leads to automation of services, ensuring the information regarding every work, public welfare is easily available to all citizens. Types or models of e-governance. Government to business consumer. Model applies the strategy of customer relationship management with business concept by managing the relationship with citizens. Government can provide the needed products and services, fulfill the needs from customer citizen. Government to business is the online non-commercial interaction between government and people to provide business information and also advice about e-business. Government to employee. This is the best and effective way of online interaction between government and employees. Government to government is the multimedia and entertainment. Multimedia refers to combination of text, audio, video, graphics, animation, etc. It is one of the application of IECT. Multimedia is used to improve quality or presentation by incorporating information, sharing, usage of graphics and animation, motion capture, and etc. Multimedia entertainment applications aim of diverting users, engaging them in amazing experience such as reading a book, listening to music, enjoying videos, and playing video games. Connecting keyboard, mouse, monitor, and printer to CPU. First, installing keyboard. Connect the USB keyboard plug into the USB ports on the back or front of your computer. Second, in installing mouse, connect the USB cable coming from the mouse to the one of the USB ports shown right on the back or side of your computer. Installing monitor. Installing a monitor, also known as display, requires a free power outlet for easy power and identify the connection type you will use to connect the monitor to a graphics card. Installing printer. Simply plug the USB cable from your printer into an available USB port on your PC and turn the printer on. And our last topic is checking the power supply. First, shut down your computer. Once the computer has been shut down, or if it isn't starting to begin with, flip the switch on the back of the power supply, unplug the power supply from the outlet. Next, open your computer case. Disconnect the power supply cables from all of the components inside the case. Follow each cable from the power supply to the component to make sure that everything is properly unplugged. Make note of where everything was plugged into for when you assemble the case. Then make a paperclip tester. You can use paperclip to test your power supply and check it into thinking that it has been switched on. To do this, straighten a paperclip and then bend into U shape. This paperclip will act as the pins that are inserted into the power supply that give it power on signal. Find the 20 by 24 pin connector that normally attaches to your computer's motherboard. That is typically the largest connector for the power supply. Next, find the green pin and black pin, pin 15 and 16. You will be inserting the ends of the paperclip into the green pin. There should be only one and the neighboring black pin. Before you do this, double check to make sure that the power supply is completely disconnected from any power outlet. Insert the paperclip. Once you have placed the paperclip into each of the pins, place the cable somewhere where it won't be disturbed. Plug the power supply back into the outlet. Lastly, check the fan. Once the power supply is receiving power, you should be able to hear and or see a fan moving. This will let you know that the power supply is at least working. If the power supply does not turn on at all, double check your pins or after unplugging and try again. This test will tell you if the power supply is functioning as it should. Just that it is turning on. You will need to perform the next test to ensure that it is outputting correctly.